I have a friend who works as a nurse, and she has tremendous effort she puts in her work. We sometimes go for a ride together and enjoy talking to each other, sharing things that happen here and there. So one day she was really very keen on and plus sad about this story that she wanted to tell me about. She had a client. It was a very happy couple. They had a son and they lived very happily in a beautiful house, a magnificent house in a very nice location. And they had a very good relationship with their son as well. So one night, all of a sudden, the husband had a heart attack, major heart attack, and he died overnight. That was a shock to the son, the wife, and everybody, of course. But suddenly, when the mother felt absolutely lonely, she thought that she should have her son come and live with her. So she invited him to join her. And he did. He was happy to do that. As soon as he moved in, he was really kind to her mother. He took care of everything that she needed. In fact, he even put a lift so that she didn't have to climb up the steps to go to her bedrooms because the living area was downstairs and the bedrooms were upstairs. And he did many other things that really pleased the mom so much that she decided that after her, it's going to be him who's going to be inheriting everything. So she put all her wealth in his name. The minute she did that, slowly, the son's attitude and his behavior started changing a bit. Eventually, after 6 months, the son reported to the senior center that he wasn't able to take care of the mom at home and she wasn't able to manage herself. And she got admitted in a care home for seniors. She was surprised, but I guess she had to accept it because she had no money in her pocket left, and she was admitted, and she was admitted. So that's what it was. The whole year, she waited for her son to come and visit her, but he never did show up. During Christmas, she made a special request to him to come and visit her. She turned no stone unturned to decorate her room the best she could and set up her table so beautifully that it would feel like it was Christmas. She did that and then she sat on a table and she waited because she asked him to come at about 8 o'clock. The mother waited for him till 1 o'clock in the morning and he never did show up. And she fell asleep on the table, and when she woke up in the morning, she found everything the way it was, and she was all by herself. The next year again, she waited all year long to wait for him. She waited for him to come and visit her, but he did never show up. But during Christmas time, she sent a special request to him to come and visit her. And she did the same thing. She decorated the room and the table the best she could to celebrate Christmas with her only son. She waited the same way, but it was again 1 a.m. and he never was there. Next morning, the senior center found her with her head down on the table and she was there not anymore either. So that was the end of her life as well. And it was a sad story to hear from my friend. Then one day I was at a grocery store. I had finished shopping and I went to my car, got in my car, and then suddenly I saw my passenger door open up and a very senior lady just helped herself in with two heavy grocery bags in her hands. I was surprised. First of all, I was scared, but then I looking at her, I just asked her, why did she do that? She said, I have no way to get back home and these bags are heavy. If you don't, my house is not very far away. Do you mind dropping me off? I could not say no. So I let her come and sit in and close her door. When she gave me her address, it wasn't really very close. So we drove and then she wanted to tell me her story. She had six children, and she raised them as a single mom, all by herself. And when all of the kids were very well settled, they all put her in this little basement suite because nobody had time to take care of her. That also really hurt me, and I was glad that she took a ride from me and I was able to drop her off. But after all these things, incidents, I wasn't really feeling very good about things that happen to parents who have gone through all their life, raising their kids, leaving no stone unturned to make them successful. And this is what happens. But then one day I saw this video where a senior mom, she recovered from COVID and she was coming home. And she had two sons and one daughter. And they wanted to celebrate her coming home. So what they had done was they had spread flower petals all along the driveway, and the two sons held her both arms on the sides and then walked her through the driveway to the door where the daughter was standing. And she had a beautifully decorated entrance door to welcome her. So the mother walked in and the daughter gave her a big, great hug, which was so pleasing to see. Recently, I attended a meeting with PICS Senior Center, and the Minister for Seniors had a speech to give out. So her words I can never forget. She said that we are what we are today because of the sacrifices our parents made and everything they did for us. Otherwise, we wouldn't be what we are today and here, wherever we are here today. So that really registered in my mind. And I think we should all know that it is our parents who have made us what we are, and we should be appreciating them and not ignoring them at a time when they need us the most.